Okay.
Is it all clear?
Yeah, we can see it, if you're
Sure.
asking that.
I shall begin right now.
Yeah, please.
Okay, welcome everybody. Following the rapid surge of public interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in recent times, and parallel to the adjacent increase in public speculation and uncertainty regarding the topic, mainly due to the increase in cyber scam artists and frauds, we aim, by we I mean me and both of my colleagues, Ali Al-Husseinawi and Bakir, through this presentation to equip the audience with the tools and knowledge necessary to formulate their own judgment and opinion by addressing the validity, sustainability, and reliability of the technology, furthering their scope of knowledge and competencies. In order to hopefully achieve that, we will first have to look at Bitcoin and cryptography, the technology's main criticisms and disadvantages, the technology's sustainability, reliability, and validity in our modern times, Bitcoin and the future, as well as the market for loanable funds. So first things first, what is Bitcoin? In order to tackle the major concerns regarding the validity, sustainability, and reliability of Bitcoin, we must first understand what is Bitcoin and what is the cryptocurrency technology. In doing so, we must distinguish between Bitcoin, the technology, and Bitcoin, the currency. Although you have probably heard about Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, in the news, primarily due to the volatility of the currency's prices, the uniqueness of the topic stems and originates from the technology itself, which is evident, as you have probably observed, by the absurd price fluctuations which occur periodically. The technology of Bitcoin is at the center of the world's appreciation because it has solved an everlasting mystery and problem in the world of computer science, known as the general Byzantine problem of computer science, through the invention of cryptography. What is cryptography? Cryptography is the method of storing and transmitting data in a particular form so that only those for whom it is intended can read and process it. Cryptography's main premise is to establish trust through a network between participants that do not know each other. The below picture illustrates the mechanisms of encryption and decryption of messages, i.e. cryptography in simple terms. You will clearly notice how the mechanisms of cryptography are very similar to active listening, which we have covered in the beginning of this semester, but the main difference is that active listening happens in the human brain, while cryptography is carried out throughout millions of computers across the globe. Now that we have built up a credible foundation and knowledge about Bitcoin and the mechanisms of cryptography, it is crucial that we provide the main criticisms and alleged disadvantages of the technology, propelling us to address the main concerns of the topic in general terms. So first things first, unregulated. Because the technology is decentralized, meaning no central power controls the system, whether that is a specific government, organization, or a mere private company. Unfortunately, the system often sponsors illegal activities such as drug trafficking and money laundering. It is not a hidden fact that Bitcoin and the technology in general were first prevalent in the so-called dark web. Secondly, proof of work. A substantial amount of fossil fuels and carbon dioxide emissions are resulted due to the functions of cryptography happening across the globe through millions of computers. The use of Bitcoin emits over 22 megatons of carbon dioxide annually. Finally, price fluctuations and volatility. Due to the remarkable nature of the technology and its potential future applications, the price volatility is evident in Bitcoin, the currency. This is an issue mainly for companies looking to accept Bitcoin as a valid payment method similar to Visa's credit and debit cards. Although heavily criticized, the technology's proof of work and the activities prevalent due to its unregulated nature are indeed proofs of the technology's sustainability and reliability. To further cement our claim, we must dive into these topics, starting with proof of work. Proof of work is the process of balancing transactions by authenticating a sequence of events and data that can be linked to each other, both cryptographically and mathematically, proving that no change has occurred to any of the exchanged data in the system. The process is very complex and is almost impossible to be tampered with or hacked. To successfully hack the system, which has never been done before, a hacker must attack millions of computers operating simultaneously around the globe. Yes, the annual 22 megatons of CO2 emissions is a valid criticism, but many experts argue that it is justifiable. Evidently, this topic is up for debate, but what is not debatable is that we can derive from the facts supplied regarding the mechanism of proof of work that the technology is indeed sustainable. In the case of its unregulated nature, approximately 1/4 of Bitcoin users are involved in illicit activities, It is estimated that around $76 billion of illegal activities per year involve Bitcoin. Although this number is declining yearly, these statistics definitely prove the reliability of the technology as it was and still is adopted by the dark web, the world's filthiest place. Now, addressing the validity of Bitcoin, I would like to welcome my colleague Ali Al-Husseinawi. Welcome, Ali.
Yeah, hi guys, hi teacher. Thank you, Ahmed. Illustrating the validity of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in our modern times, we shall shed the light upon the economic situation occurring in Lebanon as of recently, following governmental and central banks' confiscation of population's capital and unexpected capital controls which affected both domestic and foreign countries' currencies, mainly USD holders. And parallel to the tragedy of Beirut port explosion, Lebanese entrepreneur and TEDx speaker Taher Rajula, whom we have interviewed in preparation for this project, founded Close.me, a startup through which many troubles caused by the troubled economy situation happening in Lebanon have been elevated. Mr. Chai's startup functioning as an alternative exchange broke the barriers, the capital controls set by the Lebanese banks and government. All possible, of course, through cryptocurrencies exchange through blockchain. Lebanese residents and foreigners are able to send and receive fiat currencies with no change or alteration in value. This is a valuable solution because it enables anybody, anywhere from around the world, especially those in developing countries, with fully unbiased financial service and attend to the common mediums of the below picture depicts the immense volume of capital exchange through the top cryptocurrencies exchange, 70 billion plus daily. For addressing the Bitcoin and the future, I will welcome to my colleague Bakil. Welcome, Bakil.
Thank you, Ali. Bitcoin and the future. From the before mentioned application, the validity of Bitcoin is as clear as day. But what about the future? Why must everybody aware of the technology today? Although it is difficult to predict the future of the technology, an initial indication of its potential is seen in the market for lendable funds. Joining Bitcoin with the market for lendable funds, the dynamics of the lending industry will change because with the technology we will no longer be in need for a centralized party such as bank. In the review, the creation of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency and blockchain has aided the honor village of today world and will transform the dynamics of future global economics. It is up to the listener to take action on the information mentioned in this presentation, as we believe that Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain are the biggest breakthroughs of our modern times and the future. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay.
So, how is your attitude towards Bitcoin? Cryptography, let's say.
We are very positive if that was not clear from our presentation. We are advocates of the technology, indeed.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but you guys need to be careful, right? When dealing with those issues, or when investing.
But that does not take away from its validity, reliability, and sustainability.
Okay.
It does not take away from that.
I
Definitely.
understand that, but what happens when a bug, I mean, comes in to that chain, let's say?
A bug never comes through that chain.
You don't think it's
only
possible that
individual only individual errors are possible to occur. For example, people often lose their keys for their bitcoins, and they lose all their capital. So it is upon individual responsibility. It is upon the individual to take responsibility of what they hold. So, but no bugs occur. We can assure you.
I know no bugs occur that to this point. Like, when was it born? Is it like 20 years old or so, Bitcoin?
Yeah. The concept was originally established in 1993, but implemented in 2008.
Okay, 2008. So it's been like 14 years or so. But I remember that in around 2000s there were some issues, or there were some investments related to Bitcoin. Of course, those people are billionaires maybe at this point in time, but still,
Of course.
with the cryptocurrency, I suggest that you guys be very careful about it.
Absolutely. I mean,
And I appreciate your backgrounds, by the way, the uniqueness of the background and the clothing, you know, the white. So this shows the group's attitude towards the presentation as well. Thank you guys for presenting.
thank you, Professor. Thank you.
And so I hope you guys stay. Those who present will stay. So it's 32 people now.